Hey internet. So I thought instead of just doing a regular vlog today of me taking you through the throes of working, I'd do an on the way Q&A. And I thought it was pretty cool. So using the hashtag Ask Marconi, you've asked me a few things on the Twitters and the Facebooks and Reddit. What do you like doing in Portland? All of the things. Music festivals, food carts, and repeat. This is really bad lighting. Advice on dating? Yes. Always ask out the coffee cart girl. Because even if it doesn't work out, you've dated a coffee cart girl. And that's always a good thing. What's the best part about living in Portland? I'd say that there's so many cool local things. Like I'm standing in the parking lot of a cool local store called New Seasons. They have a lot of organics and all that kind of stuff. Kind of normal for you to just be able to find really good food. And music is awesome here. And also, I barely ever need a car. And if I do, there's all these car systems that I can, apply for and just rent a car or borrow a car on the street. So it's really easy to, it's probably one of the best transportation systems for public transit in the United States. How do you stay happy? I don't know. I've always been that way. Maybe I'm just so oblivious to reality that I just remain happy all the time. Yeah, I know there are bad things in the world, and I always think, you can focus on those things your entire life and be miserable about them, or you can be aware of the things that are bad in the world and know what you can change and what you can do yourself to make things better, and that's kind of the best thing you can do. So don't let like news or the way of the world or what the direction of what's going on make you miserable, or your own life even. And I think it's all in your own attitude. If you have a bad attitude about life, then you're always going to be miserable, and they'll always find reasons to be miserable, but it's, really your choice. Like, you can also find reasons to be happy. I know you do voiceovers. Who are your favorite voiceover artists? Man, one of them definitely is Rob Paulson, and he did the voice of Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, and Maurice, I always forget his last name, but I love that guy. He did the voice of Brain and a bunch of other voices on Futurama and stuff like that. Guys like that are just amazing to me. But Rob Paulson, if you do an internet search or a YouTube search on Rob Paulson, he can recite a lot of the long, lengthy things he did on Animaniacs from like that. If you just asked him like on the street right now, he could do like one of those songs that he did on that show. I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but he did like all these really great songs, and he didn't write them, but he can recite them from memory from something he did 20 years ago. Tacos or pizza? Oh man. See, I can't decide, but I did once make a taco night video and song. So I guess for now, until I make a pizza song, I guess I'm gonna have to say tacos, right? But I still love you, pizza. I always will. How many sandwiches did you bring with you today for your day laboring work? 2, actually, 2 sandwiches. By the way, I'm standing on a street right now, and all these cars are passing, and everyone is looking at me like, what is this guy doing? Especially the people in the parking lot back here. But at this point on the internet and doing vlogs in public, I don't really care. But no, 2 sandwiches today, so I'm extra cocky. Will you ever do radio again? Well, I actually do radio currently, but it's more of a voice tracking. And if you don't know what that is, I guess a Google search will tell you everything you need to know. But it's just pre-recorded tracks of me talking and blah, blah, blah. But I use different names. So I work for a few different places, and I can record my voice tracks for radio stations from my home studio. So it's really cool. And it's still fun. It's just not the same as doing oh, I thought somebody was coming. Oh, is that bike? I thought I was going to get run over. So, but I didn't. So that means the day's going great. No, yeah. So I do radio and stuff like that, but it's just not the same as like local Portland radio or whatever. But it's still fun, and it's not my main source of income anymore, and that's probably a good thing. What are the last 2 YouTube videos you watched? Well, yesterday's vlog and the day before that. No, I'm just kidding. No, this morning, let's see. Last night before I went to bed, I watched BF versus GF, and they had a pancake challenge, which I thought was pretty cool. And I watched it, to be honest, because I suggested the poo emoji, which they used in the video, but they didn't mention me. It's okay, because probably 100,000 people wanted them to do that. So it was pretty cool. If you don't know who BF versus GF is, it's Gina and Jesse from Prank versus Prank, and they have a great vlog, and they do a challenge video every week. So I watched that, and then this morning I watched Julian and Jenna Marble's podcast. They do a video podcast, and it was really funny. They told stories about their encounters with celebrities. So I watch a lot of YouTube. Favorite candy bar? Man, it's been so long since I've had a candy bar. Honestly, you can't tell by looking at me, but I'm not a guy who eats a lot of candy. But when I do, usually it's ice cream. No, is this better lighting? I can't tell. I'm blinded by the sun right now, which is not normally what you have a problem with in Portland, Oregon. Is this little, there we go, now we're talking. I got some shadows on my face, but it's less blinding for me. I don't care what it looks like on camera. I would have to say Reese's, or Reese's. How do you, is it Reese's or Reese's? I always said Reese's. So, but I like, because it's Reese's Pieces, right? So it's Reese's. So I guess anything Reese's I like, pretty much. Like the peanut butter cups, the minis. What else do they have? The Reese's Pieces. And they even make they have brownie mix at the store, which is like, seriously, diabetes waiting to happen. All right, well, my ride should be here in a few minutes. I just, thanks for watching today's video. On the way Q&A. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below, and make sure and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new, make sure and subscribe. That means that you're in the club, man, or something. I don't know what it really means. It means that I know that you know that I know that we're like this. You know what I mean? Or something. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow with another glorious episode. Ta-ta for now.